Hi, my name's Sharon, Sharon Morgan. I run a childcare agency called Home Away from Home, and I've been in operation for the last 18 years or so. I've placed many au pairs who have benefited from the programme. The au pair programme has enriched many lives, providing them with English to the level of proficiency. The attractive thing about the programme is that you're not alone. You can come to England. We have families that we have sourced, so we would have, checked their backgrounds. Many of them have been long-term clients and have good experience with au pairs, as the au pairs have with them. The learning English within a family is the easiest way to learn English, because you benefit from having conversation with the adults and interacting with the children. I've had some girls who've come with very basic English, and through the children and even helping the children to read, it has increased their vocabulary and hence their status at their language schools. Yeah, the language schools there's a lot of flexibilities in the schools.
Yeah.
You can have morning, afternoon, or English, or morning, afternoon, or evening classes, depending on the family and your circumstances.
Okay.
So, if you have families with smaller children, perhaps the evening classes might suit you. Also, it depends on the level of English. For example, if a college offers, beginners elementary in the mornings, then maybe you might not have that flexibility. But we do cater for all levels of English. Your accommodation is provided for, because England is quite expensive. But living with the family on the au pair programme, you don't have to worry about that. Your accommodation, your food is taken care of. Some families may help, with your fees. If you are EU, which most of you will be, the fees is very minimal. Being a EU, you are treated as if, you're a local home student. Mm-hmm. You have 2 days per week free as well, which allows you time to get to actually know the country. If you're in London or any other city, there are lots of places of historical interest, plus socialising. You've got other au pairs as well that you can mix with. It's always advisable not to mix with your own mother tongue, so that it will force you to learn English. And you'd be best to get your qualifications, if you do not resort to, speaking your mother tongue too often. The courses they run the long-term courses from September to June, but there are summer courses as well if you decide to come as a summer au pair. Yes, I've had a good and long relationship with Carrie Blanche. And Patrice, the head there, he does very well in sourcing the au pair, and because we have worked together for so long, he tends to know many of the families that I've already introduced, so we have a history there. I'm not saying that everything is plain sailing. Obviously, I allow a period for you to get used to the family, for them to get used to you. If for any reason you're unhappy in a family, it could be, maybe they have got the same language, and you say, Sharon, look, I'm not learning much English because the family speaks French, because sometimes that is a problem. I do try to place you with a family that doesn't speak your language. But say, for example, you just let me know what the difficulty is, and I will, endeavour to sort it, or if it can't be sorted, I will move you. If, say, you do have a really bad problem and you just cannot stand each other for any reason, which is unusual, but I also have accommodation, or you can stay with my family until a suitable family's found. Yeah, but on the whole, everybody seems to get on very well. Families have to adapt to the au pairs too, so it's a two-way street. The benefits of having or joining the program is that, you know, you get involved, say, with the family, and many au pairs have long-standing relationships. Even after they've left, they're still in connection or in contact with the family. Even me, I've got many au pairs. My Facebook page, I've got many au pairs and ex-au pairs and who've gone on. I've been invited to weddings and whatever else, you know. But also the career aspects at the end, you know, you come as an au pair, live with a family, improve your English, usually a very short time, even a year. You'd be surprised at the level you could reach. Many au pairs have had careers here. I've had some very good success stories where they've gone on, whether it's in childcare, some have gone into banking, some interpretations, you know, working as translators, schools, education. They should really be prepared to adapt to another culture, another environment. I don't know, depends on what you're used to. I mean, this is a new country, a new culture. If you just come with an open mind and to read up about the program, because the program is set by the Home Office. It's like an exchange program. In exchange for your room, food, it's called board and lodging, so accommodation and food is board and lodging. In exchange for that, you will be given pocket money, and also your responsibility, you know, to the family. If they've got small children, they might need a bit of childcare. Sometimes it's just taking children to or from school, but you will get pocket money for that, which is set basically by the government. There is a minimum, so you will not get less than that. Yeah, so you've got to be prepared to adapt and to what we call muck in with the family, i.e. to just get involved and to follow the timetable if there is one. Yeah, basically.
Won't you come over, love, so I can show you love? Promise I got enough to give you all that you need, baby. So many search to find love that's as good as mine. I will waste your time, so bring it all to me, baby.